The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway.
David Villa, a little gem amongst strikers.
Yeah, and I think there are probably two things that set him apart, Peter. First, the ability to mould himself into any formation the team wants, often ploughing a lonely furrow up front. And second, having such a hugely impressive goal-scoring record, despite often being burdened with having to take free kicks and corners.
Put it all together, and you've got one of the finest strikers of his generation.
Exactly.
Rijkaard. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Saviola, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Can he get it through? And he was alert to it. Now it's Villa. That's destined for the flank. Not where it came from.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's the chance to counter. No, not quite on the same wavelength. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. A searching ball out wide. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Villa. David Villa! Oh, how good is he? A finish right from the top draw. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop him.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Bonatoni. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's shifting through the gears here. And he's cut it out. Griezmann. Milan
really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
And it's Griezmann. Succumbs to the pressure. Belletti. And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Villa. Shifted it to the flank. Look at this. And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Villa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. And it's been taken short. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's been flattened there. Milan are looking to go forward now. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Saviola. Not the best distribution from the keeper. And there's Greenborough. And Owen! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Half an hour played now. Jordan Henderson is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Defending was strong and firm. Well, it played right into his path.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Ronaldinho providing an outlet on that flank. Rijkaard. Now it's Griezmann. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Saviola. Ferry spots it and intercepts. Now it's Osimhen. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now this could be a chance.
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And a header! Deftly away. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Henderson! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Played out to the left flank. Ronaldinho in acres of space out wide. He has found the way through. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
They get a throw in. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Kaut. And that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Milan finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
It's a really well-measured ball. Rijkaard, a player who needs no introduction. Now, can they get him away?
Osimhen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
No, it's come to nothing. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Jordan Henderson. Now it's Villa. That's a cute ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
A lot of space ahead of him. Saviola. Ah, that's a fine interception. Griezmann. Paris Saint-Germain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And the finish! And that is well cleared. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Griezmann. He's in plenty of space here. Osimhen. Osimhen purring through the gears. Now it's Ronaldinho. And he's managed to get free. And this is Owen. Can he finish? And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 6, Griezmann. Numero 11.
So we have movement on
Villa.
both benches.
Numero 14.
Paris Saint-Germain
Numero
are
15.
doing very nicely,
Jordan
thank you.
Henderson.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And here's Couch. Couch gets on his
Il
bike and
numero
on the
21.
move.
Cambio di giocatori.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
That's put paid to the danger. Looking for options. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Couch. Spread it left. Now it's Ronaldinho. Looking to play him in. Osimhen chasing after it. Now it's Osimhen. Knocks it into space. And a chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Space for him to turn and look. And he whips it across. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Dixon. Rijkaard. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And that's been intercepted. It's a searching pass. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, Red, nice interception. No luck with that dink over the top.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Forlan. Chance, surely! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it was a really good thing he was on standby. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult.
Oh, terrible pass. Always goal. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that's an excellent interception. He's a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard. And here's Torres. The ball has bounced loose now. Now that looks a decent ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, that's well spotted. Over to the right flank. And he's quick to return it. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that pass just... Oh no, what has happened here? Now he's running away. It's their second corner of the game. Batistuta getting this one clear. Ball swung in. Baresi with the clearance. Good take, and is he in? And that is that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seeming... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. So there is the trophy-laden Frank Rijkaard, the essential piece in one of football's greatest ever club sides. Oh, great leap! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And this is Shevchenko. Vitinha. Rijkaard. That's destined for the flank. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Rashford. Rashford going face-to-face with his great rival. Now this could be a chance. Osimhen! Osimhen has been caught there, it's a foul. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, it's quite simple, they have the best man for the job on it.
Griezmann! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Tottenham have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Shevchenko. That's been slipped through. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Serginho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He is through here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Campbell spots it and intercepts. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say.
There's the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Schmeichel deals with that nice and simple. And here's Messi. Griezmann. Now it's Osimhen. He's shifted it to the flank.
Tottenham always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
He's picked his way through. Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Vitinha. And it's Messi. Now it's Shevchenko. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Shevchenko. Looking for the run. Griezmann. Matheus Cunha. Chouameni. Now it's Shevchenko. Nicely spread. Shevchenko. Shevchenko ventures forward. And that's aimed in, shoots! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And that's been won straight back. Threads one in. And that's a dangerous ball. Serginho. Serginho getting forward. Can he get onto this? Dembele picks it up out wide. There will be a throw-in. Jordan Henderson. Oh, that's a key interception. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Rijkaard. Ball's played through. That is good strength. That's really well manoeuvred. Shevchenko. Chouameni.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Here's Vitinha. Matheus Cunha. And here's Shevchenko. Another pass. It's Dembele! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Added time.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Just a quick request.
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So off we go again. So the first half brought no goals. Chouameni. Now what about a counter-attack? Griezmann. And it's Henderson. Roberto Carlos. And it's Rashford. Ball played for Rijkaard. Can he get it through? Goes for a shot! And it's in! And the game has liftoff! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That pass has been well intercepted. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Osimhen. Can he get on the end of this? And it's made its way to him. Now there's a fine ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And he's decent chance! And he's heaved it away. Played into space. That's beautifully weighted. And he was quick to react. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Shevchenko! Goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Vitinha. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. David Villa. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Tottenham clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Oh, great feat, that.
Now, can they get him away? Dembele chance! And he's stuck it away! It's offside, I think. Yes, it is offside.
He went just a smidgen too early, Peter.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Incoming delivery. Oh, that's an excellent interception.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he's had it nicked away. Rijkaard. Takahara. Oh, such a clever touch. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. He has a look up.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Matheus Cunha. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And back to the goalkeeper. Looking to play him in. Picked and Messi! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Messi fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
That's put paid to the danger, and they're quick to get it back. He's got away. He's looking unstoppable. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cunha has it out wide and in space. Now it's Vitinha. Vitinha! He's done very well to get to that.
Vitinha clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Belletti. Now it's Villa. Goes long and straight.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Look at the space here. Opts to play it back. Great chance! He lifts the roof! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? That was fabulous. The most adept of touches. The smoothest of finishes.
Speed of...
And there goes the final whistle. Milan did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful.